Hey, I'm Jason Khalipa. I'm the founder of NC Fit, CrossFit Games champion. I was just taking the crew through one of our NCX workouts, a little bit of warm-up, some strength training, and then get into a workout. Have you guys rode barefoot before? It's kind of weird. We're gonna start off with like a quick 6 to 8 minutes. It's gonna be like super low key, right? You're gonna pick your poison. So you're gonna find a partner. You're gonna find a piece of cardio. In particular, I like the rower. It's a nice full body, but the bike and the skier are great too. Yeah. You guys are all familiar with the positions here, right? The way I like to think about it is like position 1, position 2, position 3, position 2, position 1, right? So I think hard pull, breathe and recover, hard pull, breathe and recover. Really thinking about moving in a straight line. You guys are very familiar with this. You guys have all used a skier before, right? Yep. You guys all have been familiar? I like to incorporate 2 different types of techniques on the skier. So technique number 1, right, is just kind of like an up and a down, right? So you're kind of thinking about cross-country skiing.
Get on the toes a little bit.
Yeah. And then position number 2 is more of a butterfly effect. So it looks like this. And I particularly like this machine in particular for developing lat stamina. So like for high rep pull-ups, for swimming, I found incredible benefit to doing this, in particular for engaging the lat and developing stamina through the position. And this is like one of the only movements I've found that has developed lat stamina specifically for like freestyle swimming. So if you think about it, it's very similar to swimming, like in terms of like the pull through the water. For those people who are interested in like a jiu-jitsu thing, right? I use it all the time like this. Snap down. You know what I mean? You've done those?
I see what you mean.
Yeah. So just a difference in the position, right? Because a snap down, you're gonna be more of like this hinged over position, trying to snap their head down. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start off with, we'll either pick a row, a bike, or the skier. We're gonna find a partner, and basically it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just gonna warm up. So just find a friend. One person's gonna be on that, the other person. Round 1, it's super basic. You guys have all done these before, obviously. I'm just gonna work an up down, and then we'll transition to a burpee. I'll transition to the other side. Minute, for like 6 to 8 minutes. We're just going back and forth between these 2 movements, that's it. Get the bump screw in here, man. Good to see you guys. It's been too long, man.
It's been all.
So you're just rotating out with your friend. All you're doing is you're just switching. A little cardio to get the heart rate up. A little bit of up, down, just work through range of motion. It's no big deal. You're gonna come over from there. You're gonna drop down to an air squat. That's position 1. Position 2, 3, 4, 5, and stand. So it's like a slow and controlled burpee versus being like sloppy and all shitty. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. All right, here we go. Ready, set, go. Just like a squat. Drop. Beautiful. Next step, last one. All right, nice and easy. You're gonna interlock your fingers. You're gonna go left leg, right, and then from here again, drop down. So it's left leg, send your hip forward, right leg, drop to a burpee as we rotate. Ready, set, go. When I warm up, what I'm thinking about is increasing my core body temperature and trying to take my body for a nice range of motion to get me ready for what is to come. And with a big group like this, it's nice when you interval because it's easier to manage the group because I can manage it on a clock and I can have them rotating. So if you have limited equipment, this is a really easy way to do it instead of having 7 different cardio tools. So use a grip bell, you can use dumbbells, we can use a barbell. But basically what we're gonna do in a little bit, you wanna identify a moderate weight. So moderate, something you could do, you know, somewhere between 5 to 8 reps of tempo. So it's gonna look like this, right? You can clean these to your shoulder, you get them in the front rack, you can hold them on your dumbbells, you can be in the front rack if you really wanna be here in this position, or if you want to, you can even be here. It's fine, right? From this position, we're just gonna do like a tempo, right? Super slow down, like a 3-second down, a 1-second hold, and a fast up. Okay, so it's like 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, fast up. We're gonna do that for 5 to 8 reps, every minute on the minute for 8 minutes. And then after that, we'll transition our next exercise. So all you guys need to do is identify an appropriate load. So for most of you guys, you know, depending on the apparatus you choose, just find something. And the way we're gonna get strong today is not necessarily from like maximal loading, but time under tension. And so that's gonna be the key today, is like, don't cheat the time and don't go super heavy. It's not that big of a deal. Cool? So let's find some stuff. So after you get 5 to 8 reps, you're just gonna drop them, you're gonna chill until the next minute. It's a nice way to get in, like so far, right? We've warmed up for 6 minutes. We're now gonna get in like an 8-minute strength piece, and then we're gonna get in like a 15 to 20-minute conditioning piece. It's a nice way to kind of pack a big punch in a limited amount of time. And it holds you accountable to being on the clock. I'm gonna start a clock, okay? We're gonna rock this for a minute. It's an EMOM, every minute on the minute, okay? And the goal here is to work for about maybe 40 seconds, okay? So if we work for more than 40 seconds, we're probably working too long, okay? And if you wanna make it easier, you can load it. Obviously, you guys are smart enough to know on the back, right? But for today, I'd like to try and load it on the front rack if we can. Just to kind of hit the quad a little bit different. One of the reasons why I love tempo, especially like in our classes.
Minute 3, TJ, right?
I like tempo in our classes because it allows the athlete to kind of like feel their position. Just say, hey, are my knees tracking out? Is my chest tall? Like, because you're not trying to go fast. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I've seen what we could do. We have teams, right? One person runs down and back. Other partner does max double DB hang snatches while they're waiting, right? And they rotate through a quick cycle. For us to run down and back should be pretty fast. This first set will be like almost like a sprint. So you're gonna wanna run pretty hard. We'll move everything away. If you can't run, we'll scale it out. But we're doing double DB snatches. You guys have probably all done these before. But what I think about is when I start getting tired, right? You're gonna wanna use your arms, just don't. So when you're here, instead of hinging over like this, right? I like to stay more vertical in my position to drive them up and over. Now, if it's a kettlebell or if I'm getting really tired, I might hinge over more. But especially in the beginning, especially for this type of workout, I'm gonna be in a more vertical position. Something about knee extension, hip extension, and then starting that lawnmower. Something else I like to do is on the way down, instead of letting the bells come forward of me, which takes me off my position, I like to shorten the lever by pulling my arm into my shoulder. So it'll look like this. Here, instead of being out, right, I'm gonna be here. So I'm cycling elbows in to rotate me faster. So partner A runs, partner B does that. We're down for 3 minutes, take a 1 minute rest, and then we're doing something different. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go here. Have it on the shoulder in a front rack position. You're gonna descend down into a front squat, press overhead, thruster. If that's too difficult, switch it out here. Hold in a front rack, squat, press overhead, okay? Totally cool. If you want to, you can also be here. 1, and then rotate arms. Cool? We start in 10 seconds. 1 shuttle, 1 thruster. 5 seconds. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 2, 1, let's go. Next one, be aware of your dumbbells slipping out, okay? Drop down, jump up, finish. So what it looks like, down, drop, push up, in between the legs, back to that same movement we were already doing, okay? One more time, you can rotate it here, be aware that this moves, drop, here, set the back, drive. You can rotate here, however you wanna do it. Sounds good? Single DB, burpee, snatch. It's a little bit different. We'll go down, back, and we'll finish up on this last 3 minute round. And I have one more little thing. So we're going so far, we've done 6 minutes of work. We have 3 more minutes and this little thing at the end. Cool? Down, back, just to give the partner a little bit more time, yeah? This is our last push, okay? We worked a little bit of strength. We worked a little bit like that 9 to 12 minute kind of like consistent pace type of thing, which was good. We'll finish it off with just a 3 minute EMOM, that's it, okay? And the targeted goal for a lot of us is gonna be 15 burpees every minute on the minute for 3 minutes and we're done. That's it, okay? So it's 45 total reps and your goal is to basically throttle to see if you can get 15 each minute. If you get 15 in 45 seconds, you rest the remainder of the minute. 3 minutes, and we're done. That's it, last little sprint. If you can get more than 15, go for it. My goal is around 17. One of my go-tos when I'm traveling is that I'll show up at a hotel, I'll do every minute on the minute 15 for 10 minutes. That's my go-to. And from a jiu-jitsu perspective, I like it because it hits that time domain of like, you gotta go, you get like 15 seconds off, 10 seconds off, and then you gotta get right back on it. And it's full body, it's hard. My last thing I'd like to do, right, to finish off this bonanza is just some hollow rock and sit up for 2 to 3 minutes, just to work some maintaining position and then breaking position. If you guys haven't done it before, it's a great way just in the morning to get some great ab work in. What it's gonna be, it's gonna be 20 seconds of hollow rock. For those of you who haven't done this before, you start with your knees close to your chest, okay? And what you wanna look for is your shoulders are off the floor and your belly button is braced towards the ground, this position here. Once you find this is your home. You could then extend your knee, but if you break your home, then go back to home, right? Then from here, you go here. If you can still hold this position, right, where your belly button is towards the floor, then go overhead. This is called a hollow rock position, but the goal is to maintain that belly brace position. If you get tired, you do this. It's okay. Just reestablish the position and then get back into it. If you need to, bend your knees. We're gonna do that for 20 seconds. The whole goal is to resist change. So when Mark's under 1,000 pounds, his goal is to resist change through his spine. That's what we're doing here, just with no weight. The next goal is to create change. So then you're gonna do 10 seconds of sit-ups, laying on the floor, sitting back up again. We're gonna do that for 3 minutes and we're done.
So
cool?
20 seconds hollow, 10 seconds sit-up, and then keep going?
And then we rotate back and forth. 20, 10. Hollow is just a hold. If you wanna rock it, rock it. And let's go. So arms are up. You can rock, you can hold. It's up to you, but shoulders just off the floor is the goal. There you go. Yeah. One, and stretch it out. Woo. That was 2.5 minutes.
Brutal.
That was 2.5. That was tough. So if you guys haven't done that before, it's a nice way to bridge the gap between maintaining position and then trying to create change, you know what I mean? Round 3 hit, huh?
Yeah, round 3 hit. I was like, oh, this hollows are easy. Oh yeah. And then the second time I was like, and then third I was like, fuck.